Many days that you wish you would just reach up there and hit that switch, and you're gonna wish that sometime in late May and 1st of June. And he says, if you get through that part, he said, you'll start seeing light at the end of the tunnel. He was right. I know. Brother Wayne called me several times during that time. I had several people come by and see me. I was extremely depressed. Can't eat. Weathering away. You can't function as a man. You know, you can't go to the bathroom. You can't do manly things. Wife, you can't do anything. You just lay there as a vegetable. And you know, it showed a different perspective to me of how close to death I really was. And I told myself during that period of time, after I didn't push that button, and I'm telling you, on May 31st, if I could find the button, Wayne, I pushed it. I know it's the wrong thing to do, but it was that bad that day, particular thing. And but as time went on, and I was praying 2 and 3 times a day, Lord, please just let me get better. Where give me a chance to teach these young men one more time. And he did. And I think that was the key to it. So I'm very appreciative of that. Very appreciative of that. And now I'm 11 months out from that. It'll be 12 months. This is May 18th. That's my year checkup. They get UAB. They do a 13-month deal. In other words, they'll wait till late June before they check me again, and that'll sort of be their 1-year bill of health. Hey, and then once they do that, they'll check me every 6 months for 1 year. I see it. And then after I get to the 2nd year, they're gonna say, we'll see you once a year. But if it's gonna come back, it's gonna come back in that 1st year.
I'm going to slide out, Coach. I can sit and listen to you all day. Some of these guys will. Truly appreciate you coming. Scripture tells us that God works all things together for good for those who love the Lord and call according to His purpose. It's hard to understand that when you're going through it, but I think your testimony is one that even through the difficult times, the Lord has done some great things.
Yeah, He's probably done more for me through that time than He ever has during the good times.
That's the testimony of a lot of us.
That's just a fact.
We're serious about being glad that you're here, not just because you're a good football coach, but because we're praying for you and for your family. And if there's any way that we as a church, as individual men, can help support you, beyond praying for you, let us know.
Well, just like I told you earlier, this community has made me a better person. I'm a better person now than I was.
That's good. I'm going to slide out. You guys, if
I'm going to
ask some questions, feel free. And if not, thanks for coming.
Thank you. This is question time. You got a question, you answered it. Not, that was the last thing I was going to say about that. And I know we all got problems. I know we all got issues with faith and issues with jobs and issues with all kinds of things. Football coach is no different than anything else. Y'all do. I promise you. Anybody have a question? You can ask a football question.
Coach, you're going to play North Gwinnett first game, right?
Yes, sir.
Up in Corpus Christi.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of the Kimberly kid? Do you think he's that good? Number one in recruitment in the nation?
Well, he can do a lot of different things now. He's not just a defensive tackle. He's a running back / tight end / fullback. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty sporty. Preston Mobber just handled him so well. We had a good plan for him for 2 years. Blocked him very well, but we didn't really stop him on the run game very easy. He ran it on us pretty good, man. But yeah, he's good. I think personally the best football player is a kid that just left. Flowers guy that got fired.
Yeah.
The Gabe Foster kid that was a linebacker out of LaGrange. I think he's the best football player in the state of Georgia. And in the nation. It's ironic that the state of Georgia's got the best 2 football players in the nation this year.
Well, Foster was going to Alabama. He's going to Auburn High School. Isn't that right?
That's right. recruiting battle between them two. Between Auburn, Alabama, Georgia will get back in there too.
When you coached against Tim Tebow, did you know he'd be that good?
I really did, and I don't say that to be condescending or anything. I just thought Tim Tebow had what he had the it thing. Shoot, man, I watched that sucker play as a junior. I was scared to death. I didn't think we was going to slow him down today, and we really didn't. He turned it over twice. He carried the ball very loosely as he would run the ball. We tackled him twice behind and got the ball out both times. Fumble turnovers that I really thought was the difference in the game. And they gave out. We played 56. They played 31 kids. And that was the difference in the ball game. They played 31 through all special teams, through all their players. They played 31 players, count kickers, snappers, holders, and everything. We played 56. It was hotter than hot that day. Any other questions? Got a college football show. I thought I answered it, but could be the Mexico to Arkansas, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I think that's going to be, don't be surprised to see Phil Fulmer come back out of retirement to do that. Don't be surprised. I thought it might have been Derek McGee at UAB, but he's trying hard, but I'm sure Arkansas can pull that plug. Bobby,
Alabama gonna be as good as they were last year.
Alabama, I don't see how they can be as good. They're going to be good. Don't get me wrong. They're going to be good to win 11 ball games, 10 ball games. But they're going to drop a ball game. They got to go to Baton Rouge. Got to go to Knoxville. Got to go to Fayetteville. Got somebody else that they got to go to. It's not just 4 years. Oh, and then they open Michigan. I don't see Alabama being in the national hunt. I think they'll be in the national hunt, but I don't think they'll be the final 2 or 3. I really don't. Just talking to them, I think they're a year away on defense. Now, offensively, they got the Lacey boy coming back. They got the kid out of Daphne. They got the kid up in Michigan, D. Hart. They got 3 tailbacks can play with anybody. Got good receivers, good offensive line. Not deep offensive line, but their first 5 or 6 are the best in the country. It's just their second unit falls off so bad. I think that's why what got Preston so intrigued about going over there, because they don't have any second offensive lineman. And but Nick does such a good job. I mean, he's going to be having ready to play, and a lot of passion in that state about Alabama football. I think, I would imagine year after next will be Alabama's strong run at 13. Which I think that may be ours too. Defensively, we're going to be good this year. But all we lose on defense is John Gray, that's a power punch. Travis Rester, which is another power punch, controls a lot of stuff. Johnny Ward, Craig Harris, and Jamal Phillips. Them only 5 seniors we lose on defense, and most of them, it's hard to replace Travis because of his leadership. Ability-wise, you may can replace him some, but and then John Draper, we got some good young linebackers coming. 3 of the best I've ever been around with. This Boulevard to Marcel Reese and Quentin Hampton are 3 10th grade linebackers that are just phenomenal. And you got Brandon Key back too, so he's just going to be a junior this year. Then the following year, you got the Sutton kid, the Juan Patillo kid, O'Shea Williams, Marquez Green. You got Pittman, Parrish, Tafari Wright. You got Ike Pickens. Our 13 defense, our 12 defense is going to be good. Our 13 defense is going to be good, and our 14 defense is going to be good. And then our quarterbacks stack up with Cole, Daniel, And then this parish kid is gonna be maybe better than all of them.
Who's gonna be running?
Boat ride will be the senior starter, Malik Lewis, since reading in about the track deal, will be the number 2F that can run with the wind, and then Tevin King's little brother, Saheem King. Yeah, he'll be as good as his brother. We just can't get him beat up early, you know, and we'll take some many licks. So we're gonna try to preserve him a little bit, get him ready to come play all the time, but he's a real deal. He'll be great.
How's your big tackle, offensive tackle?
Like Davis Jackson will be recruiting as a D1 player. I think Alabama's on the lead on him right now.
Coach, NCAA has got 10 million rules and regulations, and most of them are against the kids. A lot of these kids get in trouble when they go off to school. A lot of them primarily because NCAA is making billions of dollars off of young men, young women, and don't want to give them a few cents to have a day or do anything else. What do you see as the long-range plan for NCAA? It's just wrong.
It is wrong. But I think that they've made a huge stride in this first year of giving them X amount of dollars now. I think it's $1,000 per semester. My nephew plays linebacker at the University of Tennessee, number 47. He gets $1,000 per semester to do it. I think once they get that thing to about $2,000 a semester, you'll see a lot of things. I think it'll be a lot of cheating. Quick. If the kid's got $2,000 a semester, that's 4 months. I mean, that's roughly, you know, that's $500 a month. I mean, that's $100 a night. I mean, you know, you're not going to spend that. You know, chances are, if you're doing the right thing. If you're just washing clothes, you're just taking your day down on normal 2-3 dates a week, and you're going to get a couple of pizzas with this, you're not going to spend that money. But, you know, but the $2,000 is where they need to sort of target. And I think that's where they're going, is $2,000 per athlete. But look for Missouri to be better than you think, too, in the SEC East. I think Missouri, I think Gary Pickle's a heck of a football coach. I think he'll make major strides in that league. They may be ahead of Texas A&M, Texas A&M lost a lot of good players. I think Missouri will make life hard on some folks. I know George O's with them. I think week 2 up there, right? Yeah, I think it'll be tough. But
How do you think Ty Smith will do at Georgia?
You know, I think Ty's got a shot. If he gets all his academics in order here, which he's working every day to do. Mark tells me, I talk to Mark at least once every 2 weeks. He calls me to check on him, making sure. Because right now, going in, he gets their third tight end going in, and they're going to play at least 2 of them in all a bunch. They like Ty a lot. They think he will play as a true freshman. They got the kid over about Austin. What's his name? Rome, and then they got the white kid, Romanowski, or whatever his name is. That's the only 2 they got on scholarship. Ty Smith will be the third one. So I think Ty Smith fits and plays. Because they're wanting to attack. They saw what we did with attacking the middle of the field out of empty backfield, or putting Ty in the empty slot and sneaking him out and doing all that hiding stuff we did with him. I spent a lot of time with Mike in the offseason showing him that kind of stuff. I really do think they'll use him in that capacity a lot. He's more of an H-back / tight end. He's not your traditional tight end. He's more of an H-back, which I think Georgia's needing. I think it'll help Georgia's offensive production with 2 touchdowns. And getting Mitchell back over and letting him play a little more full-time on offense. Ty coming in there being strong, Mitchell a little more on offense, and then they signed that kid. I think they got a chance. I really do.
You have a good kid replacing Luna as our kicker?
Well, our kicking issues, Bannister will kick the short field goals, I think in Georgia, the parity is so deep, better lock and load when you get the playoffs. So we could get beat in the first round, or go get on a hot night like we did last year. Things are clicking good for us in a good game. We could go through 5 games and be state champions. Our goal is to win a state championship here in the next 2 to 3 years. If not, we win it 2.
Coach, you got any new gift on?
I don't really think so. I don't. I mean, I haven't heard any, but of course, we didn't hear about anybody coming in like the McGregor twins. We didn't even know they came in until they enrolled on July 27th. I mean, it's parents' choice. They've got to do it. Be nice taking off his tackle to come in. Be nice, but that's the only place we're being option line. But we're okay with what we got. Yeah. I went to Georgia military. They played at Daphne High School. And it was Georgia military. So, that's where we are. I think the next 3 years to 4 years for Brett Parrish he's got 4 more. I think the next 4 years our future is bright. We've got a bright future of Coffee County football the next 4 years. Like I said, the only thing that can hurt it is we need to get every kid out we can. We need to get some of these kids that specialize in sports, soccer and football. Give some backup roles. That's I appreciate you having me. Thanks for listening to me. I know we got a little boring, but leave this with you. Just stay strong in your faith. Read your Bible every day, or read a devotion every day. It will turn your life around. It turn mine around. Turn your life around. Because I think when you read that devotion, it's sort of like you're just handing your life to the good Lord. And He knows if you do it early in the morning like that, I just feel like He feels like if that's the first thing you think about when you get up to do it, then He feels like you prioritize the kids that being the first thing. That's when I'm hunting, that's the first thing I do. I'll take it hunting with me. And I'll be in a deer stand up there and I'll spend 15 minutes reading. And it'll take 15 minutes to do it. Sometimes 10 minutes. I think that's one thing. If you do that every day, you'll be a much better person. And your day will go a lot smoother. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. I'll close in prayer. Brush my